Well, the roof stayed on, so that's pretty good. Sorry, probably can't hear me. The Tioga County Sheriff's Office is so backed up with evictions that they're not coming until the 16th of this month. So I came back to the camp to get all my stuff out of the shelter that I got here yesterday. A friend of mine had brought me down, and we brought some stuff down. Um, After having some tools stolen on the first day the shelter was up, I figure why leave things here if I'm going to be there. So I came down here. It's kind of a nice little walk. I figured I was going to light a fire and try to just tighten everything up in the shelter, put some stuff in my cart, and cart it back home. But I figured, hey, why not record? But this is lighting a fire. Now I have a little bit of paper in there. That's all I could find down here was a little bit of tissue paper, which should be enough. This lighter kind of sucks, so we'll see. I got some real thin dry stuff here. We'll see how it wants to light. Got to get some more wood. Huh. Well, got the fire going. Got a little warmed up. Gonna start packing up my stuff. Cart it back. I get 2 more weeks, so maybe something will happen. If not, at least this place is built. I'll be here each day working on it, and hopefully nobody fucks with it and is a complete scumbag like they've been acting like. Because losing them tools really was a hurt piece, but what can you do? You just got to keep going on. So remember, if you're working with wet wood, look on the trees and find dead branches. Anything that hasn't touched the ground that's dead and still hanging or attached to the tree usually is pretty dry on the inside. Actually pretty dry on the outside too, but if it's not, you can take your knife and just carve off that outer layer of the here, hold on, let me just, okay, here's a pretty good example. This branch is pretty dry even on the outside. I could just break that up, probably use it right as kindling right away. Say this little guy, on the other hand, its bark's real wet. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. My phone sucks. But this bark is real wet. So if it were me, I would just take my knife, shave off that outer part. Just that wet outer bark. You can even just curl it up a little bit just till you get them little curls in the wood. Like see those little curls in the wood? You can leave them on there and they'll catch right up. They're paper thin, dry pieces of wood. This has really saved my ass a whole lot of times out there. When it's just pouring, raining, and you can't get a fire started. As long as you can get under something dry, just so you can work on it, you can get this to light up. So just a little tip, because even in the snow, when it's a mix of snow, rain, everything out there is wet. So I go to the high ground and look up in the trees or branches that fell and never hit the ground, and were able to soak up that rain and moisture. So I look for that to get it started. And once you got a nice little fire going, you can add that wet wood to it, and it'll eventually go. But just to get it started, I mean, this is all hanging. I left this hanging here just in case, like once it gets going, I can just plop some of that right on there. So yeah, if it were me, that's what I would do. Hopefully you don't find yourself in that situation, but if you do, there you go. Figure I'd give you guys the dime store tour. So pardon the mess. I'm getting all my stuff in my cart to take it back to the apartment, but this is it. This is it. So it's pretty dark in here. I'll have to figure that out, but there's the roof. There's a wall, start of a wall. This one's pretty complete. You can't see it because of the plastic, but it's pretty complete in there. It's not that cold in here. You could easily tuck under some blankets and survive, no problem. Got to get something for the front though. I like keeping that there, but on nights it's real windy, I think I'm going to have a front door, if you will. But figure I'd give you guys the dime store tour, as they say. Man, getting that cart up this hill with that snow, obnoxious. Man, that was a hell of a trek. Still not done, but wow, this is rough. Hey everybody, finally got my stuff out, carting it back now. A friend of mine had offered a ride earlier, but I didn't know when he was going to be ready, and I was just a little scared of having more stuff dropped. Sorry, stolen. Need a break. But all the way from in them woods, across 4 sets of train tracks, and now back to near Pudgy's Pizza. And I'll have to do all this again in 2 weeks if I can't figure something out. But at least it was postponed for 2 more weeks. Kind of would have been nice to know about that before I carted this stuff out there. But what can you do? Everybody, have a good day. I'm just gonna keep trucking along. Sorry about the way I look crazy. It's been a hard day.